What's going on, everybody? Silent85. Welcome to a quick review. I'm going to try to keep this within a few minutes. I make no guarantees because the Batman has a lot going on, and it is a fucking fantastic film. There are a couple of moments where it's like, nah, could have went a different route here, but there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of inspiration taken from different sources too. I'll tell you that. I noticed a lot of shots in there that look like they're straight from the Arkham games. There's a lot taken from Gotham by Gaslight. There's a lot taken from what else? Long Halloween. There's also a lot taken from Hush. There is a lot taken from there was another one I noticed, but I can't remember. I can't remember the name, which really sucks. But there's a lot of inspiration in this film from different sources. Matt Reeves, the creators, the writers, especially Rob Pattinson, his Batman voice. Okay, there's no modifications here that I could tell. He's basically just getting. He's whispery and deep. That's about it. You would think it doesn't work, but it does. It does. They probably modified it a bit in the audio department to maybe make it sound a little bit better than what it sounds like naturally. But if they did anything to it, or if it's just completely natural, fucking awesome. Batman, the Batman himself, there is a lot of rage that you see in Bruce. And one thing to take away when you go see this film, boy, do not expect this to be your standard Batman. Do not go in assuming this is your standard Batman. This is not your standard Batman. This is not the sometimes what in some films felt like a cliche Bruce Wayne. I hate saying that, but it's becoming true, or at least it was until this movie. There's a lot going on. They bring out a lot of stuff that was brought out in the comics but has never been touched on. Never, ever been touched on in the movies. Okay? Especially concerning certain characters. Especially concerning certain background characters. There's a lot of character development in this movie all over the place. It's not just the Batman. There's a lot of focus on Catwoman. There's a lot of focus on Penguin. There's a lot of focus on Riddler, on Gordon, even on some of the lesser cops. It's just fucking amazing how well this is written. In 3 hours, there were a couple of times where it felt a little long. But overall, 10 of 10. What a great movie. You can stay for the stinger. There is a stinger at the end. It's just a little something. I haven't totally grasped it yet, but there's also a lot going on. Now, I will say, as you guys know, or may not know, I'm also a Catwoman fan, and I've got to comment on Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman. She is kick-ass and a total rebel. She has some fantastic moments in here. There's a fantastic exchanges between her and Batman. The chemistry is a little muddled. You believe it sometimes. Others, it feels a little put on. But overall, fantastic with it. On Penguin, damn. Penguin really stood out here. There is a lot to that character. He's not just some 2D, weird character. There's a lot deep. There's a lot there. He's been through a lot. And at the note of Colin Farrell outdid himself with this character. Man, it was so amazing. You do not see Colin Farrell at all. The makeup, the character itself, the design, fantastic. So awesome. I don't know why I did that. I know people have avoided doing that. I'm trying to avoid it as well. God, so great. Gordon, Jeffrey Wright is fantastic. Jeffrey Wright is freaking fantastic. There were a couple moments where I was just like, but he was really, really good. Alfred only shows up a little bit in this movie, but he does play a key role in answering some questions that I had going in. And I don't want to say anything because it might spoil it, but There was a total. I'll just say it's something from the normal background you kind of question with Batman. So he answers that question, but I won't say anything more. But anyway, wow, fucking awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. I'm probably gonna go see it again this weekend. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot to this movie. You are not gonna be able to, unless you are a savant at capturing certain things. You're not gonna be able to capture everything in this movie. There's a lot of references. There's a lot of nods. There's a lot just all over the place. And one final note, there's probably a character or two I missed, but this is just a quick review. Quick. It's running on 6 minutes now. The rage of Batman in this movie is felt. Every footstep, every punch, mostly every word. He exudes what he's been through. He is... I don't want to say anything more. But again, this is a very, I will say this is a very realistic Batman. Very realistic. He is comic book in ways, but he's not comic book in what you would expect. So, just a heads up. I cannot rank anything right now. I will not rank anything until I've seen this movie a few times. But if you're going to request that, feel free to comment. I'll provide some insight into what I'm thinking currently, but that's about it. All right. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Definitely see it. Please see it. It is worth going to the theater. I'm definitely going to get it when it comes out. 45 days from now, it'll also be hitting HBO Max. So if you can't go now, definitely watch it on HBO Max. And I know you'll love it. But again, just don't go in expecting a classic comic book movie, because this is not a classic comic book movie. It is violent. It is brutal. And there's a lot of mind twists, okay? So prepare to think and prepare to get a little overwhelmed at times too, because there's a lot of stuff going on. All right. Stay safe, stay sane. Remember, you're awesome. Never let the world tell you otherwise. Thanks for checking out. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you later. And I'm sorry this ran so long, but there was a lot to get out with this movie. And I can't wait to see it again. See ya.